Today we're going to talk about motivational things, things that I have done that you all can do. I had awesome people who taught me many different skills in life with low vision. I was taught how to load a rifle, how to shoot a gun when I was younger. I was taught standard at 7 years old. I was taught how to do many different things, how to work on a car, how to rebuild a lawnmower engine. I basically got told tear it down and put it back together. You'll figure out how to put it back together. And I did. I was taught to ignore people who tell you that's stupid, you can't do that, why would you do that? That's stupid. To ignore people like that who say you can't do something. When you know you can do something, you ignore the negative people. They could be family members, they could be not family members. You ignore them and prove you can do it and don't listen to them. They are just a weight on a piece of paper that stops it from moving. You move forward and don't let that weight hold you down and don't let them interfere with what you know you can do. You don't have to live on bus line being visually impaired. You don't have to go through the Commission of Blind. There are many other organizations you can go through and use tools to be successful. You can also get jobs at regular places being legally blind, and the stores will adapt and work with you. I know a gentleman who is completely blind, worked at Home Depot, knew every single aisle. I also know a blind guy who works on computers for a living. They're blind mechanics, they're blind athletes, blind race car drivers, blind a lot of stuff. Too much to list. Martial art teachers that are blind, MMA fighters that are blind. There's so many to list. I can't go over it all. But today we're talking about more things I was taught. I was taught all about engines. I had my own gas powered three-wheeler, my own mini bike, my own go-kart for a little bit of time. I always rode my bicycle through town and everything. And I gotta say, I learned a lot of good skills through the years. A lot of good skills. I went to a couple camps also during the summer sometimes, and they taught us how to cliff jump, how to propel down 500-foot cliffs with a rope holding us, how to do many different things with low vision. They have camps for the blind also. Highly recommend getting into if you're younger, if you're in your teens. Look into the camps for the blind that can help motivate you and show you can do whatever you put your mind to. And if you're not blind, you have a family member that is blind, don't tell them they have to live in the city or they have to be on bus line or they can't live out in the countryside or can't do this, can't do that because they're blind. You don't know what they're capable of. Look online at all successful blind people who live out in the countryside and do many different things. There's a gentleman that lives right down the road from me. He rebuilds cars and sells them. There's a blind girl that lives in the next town over, and none of these towns out here are on bus line, and they're very successful too with their lives. There even a gentleman named Norman that I know that's blind, and he's successful too. There's so many blind people I know. And if you have to rely on the Commission of Blind, it ain't a good thing too, because I'll be honest, they are not always the best because they try and get you in little stores and stuff like that. They don't let you push yourself for what you can do. Worst comes to worst, you find yourself down and you're looking, you need a job, they can give you a newsstand or something, but do you really want to do that your whole life? Or do you want to be successful and do your dream job and let nothing hold you back? That's what you want to do. Nothing holds back. With with a little bit of assessment, or may I say, little bit of help or adapting, or do you want any more slangs from millennials? Because I'm a millennial, so if you're a millennial, you understand some slangs I say, but if you're from the previous generation before, you might not understand everything I say, and that's okay. But for any millennial out there, I'm sure you know you can do whatever you put your mind to. Nothing stops you. Now, I done so much in my life, so many amazing things. I came first place running gym. They wanted me to join track and field. I said, why? Why join track and field? Because I had better things I wanted to do on my time after school than just do track and field. Yeah, I ran pretty damn good. People wanted me to run with a cane, if you could believe. They said you need to run with your cane. And my gym teacher said, are you crazy? Running with a cane, he'll hurt himself. He don't need that to run with. He knows the track. He don't need it. And even my TVI and everyone said, you don't run with a cane. You don't use it when you participate in sports and stuff because you can harm yourself. But look forward to seeing you all in the next cool video. My camera's running low. This is what you can do, being visually impaired. Don't let nothing stop. You can do what you're doing and do what you put your mind to. Anyone who tries to put a weight on you, family member or not, saying you can't do something, you can prove them wrong. That's the best way of winning the argument. Don't yell back and shout. Just show them you can do it, and that will make them more mad than it will arguing back with them. See you all in the next cool video.